Carrie has sent me these great pen and marker adapters for the Cricut Explore, Air, and Air 2 machines so that I could review them for you. The link to her LittlePaperTowns Etsy shop is in the description below my video, and I'll tell you how you can save 20% off your purchase. Thank you so much for sending these to me, Carrie. So there's a list that tells you what each of the adapters is for. It tells you that either you will receive a blue or an orange, and that would be for the fine Sharpies. And the fine Sharpies are these. They have a fine point. The next would be red or purple. That would be for ultra fine, and that's these Sharpies. It says ultra fine point. Then there's gray, and that would be for the metallic Sharpies. Black would be for the Sharpie pens. Pink or green is for jelly roll pens. There's salmon or yellow for a Bic pen. I don't have that one. And then there's a light blue for a Sharpie oil-based paint pen. I don't have that either. But the thing that I found is that you have the adapters, and you have to keep referring to this list to see which one goes with which pen. And of course that will become a pain for me. And what I decided to do is I decided to put some labels onto the adapters using my label maker to make it much easier for me to use them. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing with that. I have a P-Touch 2730. I'll include a link to this product below my video, and I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So I think I was about to print the label for the Sharpie Metallic, which is the gray, and that's right, I don't have the label on there yet. So I have that typed out on my screen, and I'm just going to print that. So I have this set to advance a little bit and then not print right away to not waste too much of the tape. So sometimes I have to wait in between before I get the label for that product. So I'm just placing that here right under that rim. That one's done. I still have the blue, the green, and the black to do. But well, it's the light blue and the yellow. So did I say green? Light blue and yellow. I don't have the pens. The pink or green I did. And did I do that right? The jelly roll, okay. The blackie's the Sharpie pen, and I haven't done that one yet. So that's what I'll do next. I'm just gonna clear what I had there. And it's the Sharpie pen. Okay, so I'll type in Sharpie pen. And I'll print that out. And I think it's going to print another copy of Sharpie Metallic, which I don't need. Okay, so now I need to force that to print, and it's going to feed and cut. And I'm done with my little labeler. I should make the labels for the light blue and yellow as well, because I do plan on getting those pens, and then I can add them and test them out as well. I'm also supposed to be receiving their newest adapter, which is for fine liner. Those, I'll show you, I have a whole bunch of those. There are these Staedtler Tri-Plus. Now these are rollers. I don't know if it'll work in those, but they're supposed to work with the fine liners, and the fine liners are little markers. So I'll be testing those out when I receive that adapter. Okay, so I'm just going to make the label for these, and then I'm going to go ahead and test the actual adapters. Okay, so in the instructions I received from Carrie, there's a link to detailed instructions, and I followed that, and it says on there that for some of the adapters you're supposed to insert the pen and then put the pen into your Cricut. So instead of trying to remember which is which, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that a habit of inserting my pen into the adapter first and then putting it into my Cricut. So just hold firmly with two hands and gently push up the adapter. Pull that out. And then I'm just going to try the different adapters in the order that they're on the list. So the first is the Sharpie Fine, and so that's this pen right here. And I'll push that as far as it goes into the housing, close the door, and that's supposed to work fine. It's working really nicely. So that worked perfectly. And then to take the adapter out, you just push it up. You didn't even need to push it. So for the next pen is the Ultra Fine, which is this purple adapter. And again, I'll push it in as far as it goes, and you're supposed to hear that click. There's a little click right there. So I'll put this into the housing as far as it goes. Close the door. And I'll just print that again. That one's working perfectly. That worked perfectly. I'm just going to keep turning my paper around where I still have white space and test the different pens. So the next one that I have is the metallic. So this one, I'll just push it a little bit and it comes out very easily. So the metallic one is here, and that's the gray adapter that I have written on there too. Push that as far as it goes, put it into the housing. I don't even need to apply any pressure there. It goes in very easily. Now, I think I didn't push that in far enough. Yeah, it's not going down to the paper. It's okay, I'll just let it finish and then I'll do it again. So you see there is still some space here. I guess it needed to go all the way to there. I'll put that in here again. Because you see it didn't draw anything. There we go, it was operator error. It's working well now. I'm loving these adapters. Perfect again. Next is the Sharpie pen, and I need the black adapter. So push that in until I hear sort of a click. Push that all the way down, close the door. Rotate my paper. And it's a fairly new mat, so it's quite sticky. It's rolling paper, but it will still work for my testing purposes. Either, so I'll have to push that further. Okay, have to remember to push it as far as it will go. A little bit further than this it goes. Put it into the housing. And draw this again. When you do it correctly, it works. So that was the Sharpie pen. Next I have the Jelly Roll, and that's my pink or green. So that's Jelly Roll. So here's my pink Jelly Roll pen. And they're not going to catch me this time. I'm going to push it as far as it goes. There we go. It went a little bit further than I thought. I'm going to show you that. So you push it in and it seems to want to stop there, but you need to go a little bit further. Then it snaps and you know it's all the way. Put that into the housing. And rotate my paper. And so now this is the Jelly Roll drawing. Okay, so that worked perfectly as well. So all of the adapters that I have, or all of the adapters for pens that I have, worked exactly as advertised. When you're done with all of this and you want to put your adapter back into the housing, all you need to do is make sure you've got this end facing down and push it down into the housing and close the door to your port. So if you want to get these great adapters for yourself, use discount code SDIVA20 to save 20% on your purchase of $30 or more. And the link to the shop is in the description below the video.